My wife vanished for 3 days. No call, no text, nothing. When she finally came home, she said, "I don't owe you explanations." I replied, "You're right." Then I handed her divorce papers and the PI report with photos. Her story changed immediately when I'm typing this like my hands are made of electricity because even now, weeks later, I can still feel the exact moment the switch in my brain flipped. My wife, well, ex-wife now, Amanda, 33, disappeared on a Monday afternoon like she was stepping out for coffee and just forgot to come back. We'd been married 5 years. 5 years of routines, inside jokes, stupid arguments about laundry, and quiet mornings where she'd steal half my breakfast without asking. Monday morning, she kissed me goodbye, said she'd pick up Thai food for dinner, and walked out the door like everything was normal. By 7 p.m., her phone went straight to voicemail. By 9, my chest felt like someone was squeezing it. I called her office. They said she left at 5:15 like usual. Called her sister, her parents, her best friend. Everyone had the same confused response. "We haven't heard from her." Her mom sounded terrified, which, say what you will about that woman, made me even more scared. I barely slept. Filed a missing person report first thing Tuesday. Cops took it seriously until, and I swear this is exactly how it looked, the officer pulled something up on his computer and suddenly adopted that sympathetic but inconvenienced expression people use when they don't want to say what they're thinking. He said, "Sometimes adults just need space. Maybe give it 48 hours. That's when I knew. They found something they didn't want to tell me. So I called a private investigator. His name was Carl Henderson, retired cop, recommended by a co-worker who went through his own nightmare divorce. Carl didn't sugarcoat a damn thing. After I gave him every detail, he sighed and said, "I'll be honest, most cases like this, yeah, it's what you're afraid of. I'll know by morning." I didn't sleep that night either. Wednesday at 10 a.m., Carl called. His voice had that tone people use when they wish they had better news. "I found her, Mark." My throat closed. "Where?" "Riverside Hotel, room 417. She checked in Monday night. She's not alone." I asked who she was with. He said it was a guy, around 30, maybe early 30s, athletic build, dark hair. He had photos, 20 of them. I stare at my phone while the pictures loaded. Amanda laughing across a table at a restaurant. Amanda holding this guy's hand. Amanda leaning into him in the parking lot. Amanda kissing him. Amanda entering the hotel room with him. Amanda leaving the hotel room with him the next morning. Amanda returning. Amanda smiling. Not guilty. Not sad. Not confused. Just happy. Happier than she looked with me in months, maybe years. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. Something in me just snapped clean, like a bone that breaks so perfectly you don't even feel it first. I call an attorney immediately. Her name was Rachel Miller. Sharp as hell, didn't waste time. After looking through the photos and PI report, she said, "This is clear-cut adultery, and in this state, it matters. You bought the house before marriage. Years before. Good. Separate finances. Always." She smiled, not in a cruel way, just in a this-will-be-easy way. We'll move fast. That night, 6:42 p.m., Amanda walked to the front door. She kicked off her flats, tossed her purse on the couch, opened a bottle of water like she'd just come back from yoga. "Hey," she said lightly, "what's for dinner?" I was sitting at the dining table with everything laid out. Divorce papers, PI report, photos. "Where were you?" I asked. She didn't even flinch. I needed some space. Space. That word, like disappearing for 72 hours without telling your husband where you were, was the same as taking a walk to clear your head. I filed a missing person report. I said. She rolled her eyes. "God, Mark, dramatic much? I'm a grown woman. I don't need to check in with you every second." That was it. That was the moment the last piece of hope died. "You're right," I said. She blinked, thrown off by my tone. "What?" "You don't owe me explanations. And I don't owe you a marriage." I handed her the manila folder. Watching her face change as she flipped through the photos is something I'll remember for the rest of my life. Shock, confusion, shame, panic, and then, finally, fear. Mark, wait, it's not what it looks like. The explanations are in the report. I said, page 3 is the hotel timeline. Page 5 has the photos. She started crying immediately. Please, can we talk about this? Just let me explain. You said you didn't owe me explanations, so I'm giving you the same respect. I told her she could stay in the guest room for the night or leave. She left, not before texting me 20 messages from the driveway. I blocked her. The next morning, she hit back with a restraining order. She claimed I was emotionally abusive, controlling, and that I'd hired illegal surveillance. In court, the judge took one look at the photos and said, "Ma'am, hiring a licensed investigator to locate a missing spouse is not abuse." Her restraining order request was denied in 10 seconds. But of course, that wasn't the end. Her family came after me next. Her dad pounding on my front door yelling that I was destroying their family over a misunderstanding. Her mom insisting Amanda just needed emotional clarity. Her sister saying, maybe if you didn't act like a dead fish in bed, she wouldn't have looked elsewhere. I swear I almost laughed. The entitlement was unreal. Then came the work harassment. Amanda began calling my boss, HR, even a client, claiming I was unstable, dangerous, stealing money. HR called me in. I brought my lawyer. They basically said, "We're so sorry you're dealing with this, and we won't be engaging with her again." By then, her lawyer was throwing Hail Mary motions at the court, claiming I hid assets, demanding half the house, demanding spousal support. Judge dismissed almost everything. But the final hearing, that was something else. Amanda walked in looking like she was attending a funeral. Hers. Her lawyer painted her as a confused woman who made one emotional mistake. My lawyer gently slid the photos across the judge's bench. Silence. Long silence. The judge finally asked Amanda's lawyer, "Are you seriously arguing she checked into a hotel with another man for 2 nights to think?" Her lawyer stuttered something about circumstantial evidence. The judge said, 2 adults, 1 room, consecutive nights. That's not circumstantial. The final ruling was brutal, but fair. House, mine. Retirement, mine. Debts, separate. Spousal support, $900 a month for 12 months. Enough to help her land, not enough to reward her behavior. Amanda cried like her world had ended. Her mom yelled at me in the parking lot. Her sister tried to call me pathetic. I ignored all of them. For the next 6 weeks, there were a few desperate flare-ups. Late-night calls from unknown numbers. Her sister begging me to give Amanda a closure. Amanda showing up at my workplace parking lot just to sit in her car and watch me go in and out. Then the day I ran into her at Target. I swear, my heart didn't even jump. She followed me down an aisle. "Can we talk?" she whispered. 5 minutes. "No, please. I need this to move on." "That's not my responsibility," I said. She swallowed hard and said the words she never wanted to say out loud. "Fine. You want the truth?" "Yes. I slept with him. Yes, it was wrong. Yes, I regret it." I said, "I'm indifferent." She cried harder than I'd ever seen. Last week, the divorce finalized. The papers came in the mail. I sat on the couch for 10 minutes, just staring at the envelope. When I finally opened it, I didn't feel triumph or sadness, just calm, relief, like stepping out of a burning building you didn't realize was on fire until you smelled the smoke on your clothes. I repainted the bedroom, got new sheets, new furniture. I cleared out the last traces of her, from the closet, from the bathroom drawers, from the kitchen cabinet she always organized weirdly. It felt like reclaiming oxygen. I started casually seeing someone. Her name is Nicole. She's kind, funny, doesn't push for more than I can give. I told her up front about the divorce. She didn't flinch. I'm not healed, not fully, but I'm getting there, slowly. And the biggest lesson I learned? When someone tells you who they are, believe them. Amanda told me when she walked in after 3 days, and said she didn't owe me explanations. She meant it. She meant every word. So I gave her the same. She wanted space. I gave her permanent space. She wanted no explanations. I gave her the silence she valued so much. She wanted freedom. I gave it to her, and I took mine back. In the end, the truth didn't hurt me. The truth freed me, and that's good enough for me.